Hello, my name is Darlene Williams, and I am the co founder of the Black Authors Festival, which will be held this August 19th at the Breakwater Yacht Club in Sag Harbor, New York. Today, I have the distinct honor of speaking with one of our honorees. But she's not only an honoree, she is a good friend of mine. She's a soror. I absolutely love her. And I've known her for a number of years, well over 10 years. And we've done some amazing things together. We've worked on projects together. We've confided in each other. We've laughed together. We've cried together. We've apologized. She's just my sister girl, and I love her. So it is befitting that she would be an honoree uh, at our inaugural. So let me just introduce Dr. Nicola Mitchell. She is a national award winning best selling writer. She's a publisher, a blogger, a consultant. She's the founder of Girls Who Brunch Tour. She is the recent recipient of an honorary doctorate. She is a L'Oreal honoree. She is an executive television producer. She produced a show about her life on Lifetime, which starred Tatiana Ali. You all know her from The Fresh Prince, Ashley, right? She's also my birthday twin. There's so much more. I can go on, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring her on. Please help me welcome Dr. Nicola Mitchell. Hello.
Hi, peace queen.
How
How are
are
you?
you? I'm
I'm
doing
good.
better now. How's it going?
Oh, it's good. I'm having an amazing day. It's good.
You're having an amazing time. This is a great time for you. Like, we've talked and I see you on social media and you've shared the things, and things are going so fast that you can't even share everything with me because it's just going so fast. Every time I turn around, you're being honored, you're being acknowledged, you're traveling, you're involved in things. And I am just know that I am in the background on the sideline cheering you on and clapping you up and praying for you because you are so
I
deserving.
received that. I received that. When you're working, it doesn't feel like it's anything. It just feel like it's just work, right? So it's hard to take it all in. It's been a really fast paced year, and we're not even done. I have so many more things to do. So I do receive that. I thank you. I receive more of the prayers because prayer without work is dead. So if I'm working and I'm praying about it doesn't even make sense. So I do receive all of that.
Right. And also too, the thing about it is many people don't realize that when you're actually doing the work, they don't know what goes on behind the scenes, right? And
Mm-mm.
you have to make it look so glamorous, right? But we know that it is not always glamorous behind the scenes when you are getting folks together. Folks are not adhering to what needs to be done. Last minute
Mm-hmm.
deadlines seem like they're not going to be made. The whole gamut. But the thing that I want to say, that about Nicola that people don't know is that, well, some people kind of know just from her Lifetime movie, is that Nicola is not letting anything stop her. Like, this woman has battled cancer and she has continued to go on. She is she has two daughters, beautiful daughters who she's raising to do a certain thing. And she, as a single parent, was battling cancer, didn't reveal it to one daughter, was still moving and shaking and doing all of the things that she needed to do, even though the doctor said you need to get bed rest. She still endured because there was a thing that she know that she needed to do. She had goals that she needed to set. And in the face of that, even in light of having been the victim of domestic violence, sexual abuse, and Nicola said, you know what? Those are parts of my story, but they are not me. So, what I want
Right.
to ask you is, we can watch the show to see, some of the things that you've gone through. But what I want to ask you, Nicola, is how, like, what kept you moving even in the face of adversity, because it's hard to walk by faith when we see certain things, and they're real things. You know what I'm saying? Like, cancer is real. It takes a toll on your body, I would imagine. So it's going to play with your mind, and then all of the other things. How did you just what did like how did you just still continue to endure and soar through all of those things, and being hit all at once?
I make a lot of jokes about everything. So I even that when I'm making the most jokes is when I'm nervous or when I'm not feeling the best. And so even I was just talking about a cancer memory today. And I was like, yeah, I had a diaper bag. And he's like, a diaper bag? I'm like, yeah, it was my bag with my radiation pills, my nausea pills. I had all these things, but I just figured it out. It's like being a mom. I became a mom at 15, right? So I had to go to school. I had to do all those things still with a little girl. And nobody cared if I felt good, if I was cramping, whatever. And I just had to figure it out. And that's just what I've been doing my whole life, is just figuring things out. And during cancer, I figured, I was like, if I'm going to go out, because I had stage 3 and stage 2 uterine and cervical cancer. And so I figured if I was going to go out, I was going to go out with a bang. Like, that was my thing. I know to other people it may sound cryptic or morbid, but these are things I had to do to keep myself going, right? That I'm going to have uh, a statue. That's how I would tell my kids, watch, I'm going to have a statue of all this work I'm doing. And it was just a joke, right? But it was things to keep me motivated. It was something to keep my eye on the prize with. I didn't think any of this stuff that has transpired now, I could never foreseen it in that time frame. But again, prayer without work is dead. So if I'm praying and working, of course it's going to be something great coming at the end. God, he doesn't work like that. He's going to give you greatness at the end. But when I'm in it, I don't even focus on it. I focus on everybody else around me instead of me.
Yeah, but and I hear you. So what I want you to speak to is, what about somebody who is saying, you know what, but my situation is different. Um, I hear all of that, but I got this, I got that. What would you say? And I pray, and God is not answering, because we've heard that, right? So God is not answering, and it doesn't look like He's going to answer anytime soon. What would you say to someone like that, particularly in today's society, where everything is in a microwave or a nano moment? You know what I'm saying? What would you say to someone like that?
Me too. Me too. Like, there's days I want to give up. Me too. I've been beat up. Me too. I've been raped. Me too. I have my power off. Me too. I promise you, you can't top me. And I'm not even trying to go head to toe, but I can, because I've been through everything. I've been on welfare. I've been on food stamps. I've been on Section 8. I've been on all these different things. At some point in fashion of my life, I've been beat, I've been molested, I've been raped. Like, I have children that are dead. I have parents my mother is gone. Like, there's so many things. Me too. So it's like, we're gonna go back and forth and compare who's worse is bad, or bad is worse, or are we just gonna sit here and come up with a game plan or a blueprint to get you out of there? There's always a blueprint. There's always a game plan. I think the problem is with a lot of people is the laziness about it, or the expectation of it. A lot of people just want to work, right? Or do what's the thing called, like a DoorDash or Uber Eats. Those things help, but sometimes there's people that do those things that doesn't have a bigger goal. I respect the people that are DoorDashing and Uber eating and Ubering and whatever it is, and they have a goal at the end of the tunnel. The people that are doing it just because that's microwave money, like you just stated, they're going to be the ones who's going to say they can't do it because they can't see no further than that ding on their phone, right? There's people that are in life that are made to be workers, and people that are made to be the employer slash bosses. I'm a boss, right? So if you were designed to be a worker, it doesn't mean that you have to do the same thing that I've done, because you're not designed to walk the same walk that I'm walking. But you can overcome adversity. So when somebody comes to me and tell me all the bad that they've been through, I listen intently, quietly, and patiently. And at the end, I say, me too.
I love it. I love it. So, at what point did you know you were a boss?
Child, when I was a kid, I was the choir director with my nieces and nephews. I was also I'm my mother's youngest child, but I am the same age as my eldest nephew.
Mm,
So I had to raise my nephew and nieces. So they're going to school from my mom's house and things. And I had to demand respect from them because we were the same age, right? And it's still hilarious to this day because I'm 10 months older than my nephew Shamir. And that's a singer Neo. And
oh,
and then the one underneath that, I'm like 6 months. Oh yeah, he's the young one underneath him is 6 months younger than him, and they all respect me. And it was used to be a joke, like, what do you do to these kids to make them respect you? But I just demanded respect. So I knew from then I was going to be a boss. If you can make a child the same age as you wash dishes and vacuum and all those other things to get their chores done, you're very innovative. And I just kept using those things. I came up with little businesses. We had sell little stuff on the outside the front of my mom's house. I was just always bossy kind of, but I was a quiet boss. I was like I had the game plan, but I wasn't. I'm not I'm not a loud person. So because of my demeanor, people wanted to do things for me if I asked. So, but I knew from when I was a kid that I was going to be something, somebody, a teacher. I was going to be something because I just commanded respect.
I love that. I love that. Yeah, and all these years I've known you, I didn't know that Neo was your nephew.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. So,
Yeah.
look, so now what I want to ask you, what are some things that you do when you're while raising your daughters? Because how old are they now? And what are some things that you do to kind of guide them and nurture them on their paths?
Oh, those some old ladies. They're 29 and 25. They're old. She Destiny will be
Oh,
30. Yeah, she's gonna be 30. And when I round them up, they get so upset. I'm like, you're about to be 30. Come on
yeah,
now. It's okay. If I'm okay with it, it's okay.
right,
But I just, at this point in life, I am more of a guide. I'm not teaching anymore. I've taught all the lessons. I'm more of an overseer or guide. If you want a reference manual, if you want to ask me a question, I can give you an honest opinion, but I'm not at a place of commanding anymore. But my teaching style with my girls were kind of different than other traditional people. They didn't get in trouble for grades. My girls were super busy. They were in every sport and every activity. So if they messed up, they just couldn't play cheerleading or dance. So that's on you. That's the environmental whipping. That's why I always called it. So it was a lot of things I didn't have to do because okay, so if you want to cheer, what you going to do? You know? And I gave them the tools to come out of it, but I never reprimanded them for it. And also, we are so close, and it's still a joke to this day. If I tell my kids to do you, like, hey, you know what? You can't listen to what I'm saying. Do you? That is like I beat them with a belt or something. I remember my oldest daughter slid down the wall, like, "Mommy said to do me." I'm like, okay, but I'm not going to keep repeating myself. So either you're going to do because I'm trying to prevent you from going through the same hurt and things that I've done. I've already walked this walk. And my job now is to make sure you don't have to go through the same things that I do. I don't want you to bump
right,
your head, but if you choose to, then that's on you. You can't
right,
say that I didn't give you the tools to do better.
right. So now
Yeah.
you've done so much. You've met so many people. I interviewed Crystal Jordan yesterday, and I know that you know her.
Oh, did
Um,
you?
and she is such an awesome spirit. I absolutely love her. And I'm going to ask you the same question that I asked her. If you
Hmm.
had the opportunity to invite 10 people to dinner, living or dead, who would they be and why?
10 people living or dead.
Yes.
VC Andrews, because she's my favorite author. Patti LaBelle, because I just love her vibe. Gandhi, because my his temperament is I try to have the same type of calm temperament that he has. That's three. Janet Jackson, because we kind of similar too with the temperament. Of course, Beyonce, because she's just Beyonce. I just want to hang out with her. She looked like she could be a vibe. Um, um, Nelson Mandela, because I love his walk and how and everything he stood for. How many is that? Six.
6.
Okay. Farrakhan, because I love that he doesn't care. He's gonna command respect and he's gonna get it. Journey Christine, the little actress on Family Reunion on Netflix. No. She's on not Family Reunion. She's on the show with Mike Epps. She's a little girl on that show. Just because I've watched her grow from a baby to now seeing her act, I just love that. She's had that spirit and tenacity. So I think she would be live entertainment at our party. Who else? Hmm. That's seven.
No, that's
My
8.
grandmother. That's eight. Okay. My grandmother. Because both of my grandmothers, because one is the sarcastic me, and the other one is the nice me. And I see me in both of. I see them and me all the time, and I think they would be the ones checking everybody. So yeah, that's 10.
Okay. Awesome. Well, I want to say thank you for your time. I'm always in awe when I'm in your company, and I'm looking forward to some projects that we have coming up. Um,
Yes, man.
yeah, the end of this year, we will be in each other's company. So you owe me a bunch of hugs, and I'm coming to
Yes,
collect.
yes,
And
yes.
it is so befitting that you would receive the Lifetime Award. But not only is it the Lifetime Award, it's the Dr. Nicola Mitchell Lifetime Achievement Award, because in everyone's lifetime, they should work toward achieving what God has ordained for them. And you have truly done that, and you continue to do that. And for that reason, we are honoring you, and we say thank you for accepting this award. And we say thank you to your obedience to God's calling upon your life, Nicola. We appreciate you.
Well, I'm still honored that you guys thought about me.
We thank you so much. And though you won't be there in person, we know that you will be there in spirit. And we also are praying for an awesome event on the 19th, because I know that you will be in Vegas with your Girls Who Brunch tour. So
Yes,
we
thank
are claiming an awesome experience there for all of the young ladies and their parents and everyone involved.
thank you, Queen. And we're gonna have a great day. It's gonna be a turn up, and we're gonna have a good time too, even though we're not gonna be there. Our spirit is there with you. So thank you again for honoring us.
Thank you. And we appreciate you.
Have an amazing day.
Thank you. You too. Hello, I am Darlene Williams, co founder of the Black Authors Festival at Sag Harbor. And I am presenting Dr. Nicola Mitchell with the Dr. Nicola Mitchell Lifetime Achievement Award. Dr. Nicola Mitchell Lifetime Achievement Award, presented to Dr. Nicola Mitchell. Like a circle, the pursuit of preeminence has no end. We pay homage to your commitment to excellence.
All right, thank you, Queen, so much for honoring me and giving me this beautiful, amazing award. This is the highest recognition of an award I've received to date, especially that you've named it after me. Like, that is beautiful, and I am forever humbled and grateful. Thank you, and I'm just going to try to continue to be the circle that you stated and to allow this award to live on for generations to come.